Okay, so at this point you've got your MyStat installed. It's a really simple thermostat. So you got your wires hooked up, nice and neat. Now what we're going to do is we're going to show you the navigation screens. It's just like all of the other products, and then we're going to walk you through pairing it with the central control unit. So what we'll do is we'll come down here to the stat. All right, so on the stat, we've got a fan mode button, we've got a page selection button, we've got up and down arrows. On board you got temp, humidity, and occupancy. It's a little warm because I'm holding it. So if you wanted to adjust your temperature, you can just toggle it up and down here. If I want to adjust my mode, I can click the fan mode and then adjust my fan speed mode there. Let that time out. But what we're going to do is, as the installer, you might want to check that your wiring terminations are correct, that you're reading a sensor value. So what we're going to do is we're going to press and hold the up-down arrows, and that takes me into the installer menu screens. So what I get first is my inputs. So it shows me the onboard temperature readings, and it also shows me my universal in, which right now, at the time of filming this, the only application is a 2-pipe fan coil, in which case the universal in is dedicated to your supply water temp. In the future, that'll be expanded. By the time you watch this, there'll probably be other uses for that. So that's how you check your inputs are reading. Check your supply water temp or supply air temp. To go next, you hit the page turn button. It's even got a little arrow at the bottom that kind of points next. If I want to go back, I would hit the fan mode button. So that's front, back, and then up, down. Here I've got my outputs. So if I want to toggle off or on one of my outputs, I can go to it and toggle it on or off. And that's how I could verify that my valve is modulating the correct direction. And you always have to go back and up to the top. Sorry, there you go. And now I'm back up. Outputs is highlighted. And now I'm going to go next to the version, next to the HVAC options. Again, there's not much you should ever have to do from the stat here. And then what we're going to is pair with CCU. So we go down so that the arrow is next to pair with CCU. And we'll hit the next arrow. And now it's going to start advertising just like our other devices. All right. So then we're going to grab our CCU. And we're going to add our zone, and we're going to get this thing paired. All right, so we're going to add a zone. So it's a fan coil, so I'm going to say it's FCU 3, and it's in, I don't know, it's a hotel room. It's in room 112. So I've got my nice name. It tells me which unit it's associated with, what room it's in, and now I'm going to hit pair. It's like all other pairings. And we're going to go to MyStat. So we're walking around with the tablet. We're in room 112. We walk up to the MyStat. We choose the profile type that we want to pair it as, which the only one right now is the 2-pipe fan coil. This walks you through the steps I just walked you through to get it into pairing mode. We're going to hit pair. There you go. Takes just a second. And you want to verify those last 2 characters are 05. Don't hit connect manually. That's to bypass the pairing. So 05, 05, they match up. So I tap on it. I'm going to type in the pin it's displaying. All right, so 032, 094, and we hit pair. And just like that, we get our configuration screen. So if I want to enable the use of the occupancy sensor, I can do auto forced occupied or auto away. I enable the relays I intend to use. In my case, it's just a staged water valve and the fan low speed. If I have fan high speed or some auxiliary heat, I can enable those as well. If I wanted to enable it as something else, such as a dehumidifier, oops, wrong one. Something like dehumidifier, I can do that there. And then if I want to use the analog output not as a modulating valve, but I have a fresh air damper in the space, I can choose a demand control ventilation modulating damper that could be controlled from here as well based on the CO2 values in that room. With that, you get a couple other options here for what your min and max are there. And otherwise we just hit save. Oops. And what it was telling me is I have to enable CO2 control if I have a modulating DCV damper. So it saved me there from having something incompatible in the logic. That's great. And now I've got a pairing address of 1003. And then all we're going to do is we're going to dock our tablet. And now we're going to maintain that or establish that 900 megahertz connection. And then we're going to see this MyStat now as a new zone in the Airoverse portal.